Hey, this is your girl Keisha, and this is another episode of Kickback with Keisha. I got my friend over here, Pluto. He's gonna make a special feature in just a little bit. I know I look a hot ghetto mess. I mean, dripping today. Y'all already know what it is. So, yeah, went to the gym, of course. Whew. Yeah. Anyway, so I do want to kind of piggyback on what we talked about the last time. So guys and girls, if y'all are like not feeling great, the last video I talked about thinking about something that happened in your life and something that happened and you were just so like elated. You were just happy as hell, basically. So I said like, hey, think about that time, take that excitement, that feeling, and just make yourself feel that way. So I did that yesterday, and it actually worked out. I was able to maintain that for most of the day. I'm going to say 95% of the day. And then when it got towards the end of the night, I kind of had a moment where I was like, oh, woe is me. I didn't get what I wanted today necessarily. And then I meditated. So I have a meditation video that I'm using to help me until I learn to kind of like meditate on my own and to get into a state of meditation, deep meditation. But anyway, so I meditated, got back refocused, recentered on the goal at hand, which is to control my mind and not let my mind control me, and not let the actions or the lack thereof of other people dictate my emotions, such as happiness or sadness or being elated or whatever. Like, I am not going to allow somebody else to control me in that manner. So, let me take a sip of my little smoothie. Don't judge my little cup. Sometimes I don't like to do dishes, so voila. So anyway, yeah. So I created this page because I do want to communicate with a lot of people, and I would like for, at the end of all of this communication, it's a positive outlook. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody was not proud of who they were, before they, got on my page, and then they saw something on my channel and they were like, they looked at themselves, they had a self-evaluation, and they were like, I'm changing this. Or let's say they were in a terrible relationship and they were like, you know what? This isn't good for me. This isn't good for my kids. This isn't good for the other individual. I am going to either remove myself from this situation, or what can be, corrected in this, so that everybody involved can have a good outcome here. So I really, at the end of the day, I just want everybody to be happy, especially myself, but I want everybody to be happy. And I would like for people to improve themselves. No one's perfect, but I believe that we can be close to it. So I know I've been mentioning let's get our good bay in 2025, and I strongly still I believe in that. So I'm gonna get some gear soon, and yes, y'all gonna be seeing it. It's not just gonna be LSU and Jaguar hats and Scorpio hats and Kickback with Keisha hats. It's gonna be Kickback Keisha hats, but it's gonna be some other stuff too. So yeah, yes, so I really want this page to grow, but again, I want it to be a positive change for people. Okay, so one thing that I am doing to change, because again, I told you guys I wasn't having like a great time, like a few weeks ago, and especially like a few days ago. But I was able to look at the situation, and I'm like, what is it? What's the issue, man? What's the problem? What's the problem? And so I have been in a state of being where I'm like, what's the problem? Well, first of all, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want out of life? What do I want my day to look like? What do I want my dating life to look like? What do I want my friends to look like? What do I want my job outlook to look like? What do I want my future to be? Okay, first and foremost. And then I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What can I change? And the old me, like a few weeks ago, me was like, kind of thinking, I don't want to be with, somebody if I have to change who I am because, and I thought about that. I've been pondering this. I've been meditating on this, right? And it's not that change is a bad thing. Change is something that people, in my opinion, they don't want to do because they don't want to do the work, or they are just comfortable with who they are or their circumstances, right? But I had some issues, and I'm not gonna front. Me and my good bae, we are a bit strained, if you will. So what I will say is, when somebody decides to change, there's usually something that occurred. I'm going to say something major. You know what I mean? So it could be a breakup. It could be a death in the family. It could be, we were all doing drugs together and somebody had an overdose, sadly. It could be, you were speeding. You always speed everywhere you go in your vehicle, and you got in a car accident. Thankfully, nobody was killed, but now, your car insurance went up, and yeah, now you're like, you know what? I'm going to start leaving earlier. I don't want to have to speed. So something might have occurred to elicit a change, right? And that's typically what happens, okay? So I'm not going to front, me and babe, our relationship being strained, caused me to say, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? So me changing is not to keep my good bae. My mindset is I'm going to have a good bae, period. Because I am going to be a good bae. I am going to be so highly attractive, and not just a physical attraction. It's going to be, it's going to be like, oh my goodness, what is it about her? Like, wow, she's so magnetic, So, but anyway, I'm going to have my good bae, for real. And so, but anyway, so us having a strained strange time or whatever, it made me look at myself and I'm like, okay. So then that's when I started researching, and I'm gonna start reading books too. But the good thing about technology is a lot of these things are handheld on our cell phones, on our tablets, on our MacBook, on our Chromebook, whatever we have, whatever kind of laptop we have, HP, whatever. So it's so, technology is so awesome where, you can get that book if you want to. Some people just like that book in their hand and they want to lay back and stretch and read and sit on the porch and read or sit at the beach and read. I would love to do that. Anyway, there's no good beaches here. But yeah, but I started researching things, okay? And so what I am discovering is that change can be done. It doesn't take 3 years, 2 months. It doesn't take all of that time, okay? And so so that's what I've been doing, and it's been awesome. So one of the things I am doing is something that might be weird to you guys, but for instance, like on my way home from the gym just now, I didn't go the same way I go every time. That might be more convenient. That might save me 30 seconds or maybe even a minute and a half. I went a different way. I'm so programmed to do things a certain way all the time. And how then can I expect change when my mind is so programmed in things even as such as the direction that I take to go to work or to go to the gym or leaving the gym or so I am forcing my brain to get reprogrammed from how it was reprogrammed. Okay. For instance, let's listen to the music I was listening to at the gym. I'm not going to say they're listening to, Meg Thee Stallion or Glorilla or, Lotto or Flo Milli. That was the one I kept listening to. I'm not saying that they're negative people or negative songs, but for me, listening to that every time I go to the gym, and the gym is a place that I have discovered recently that I absolutely love the gym. Absolutely love the gym. I love everything about it. I love working out. I love sweating. I love the amenities there. I just love it. So why am I taking music that I don't even agree with the lyrics? Why am I allowing that to take up a part of my my happy place, right? So yeah, so anyway, I have since changed what I am listening to at the gym, as well as what I'm listening to at home. And so it's really been helping me out. So again, getting a good bae, in my opinion, is not going to be hard. Okay, but what we need to do while we're striving to get our good bae is to look at ourselves and to make sure that we are as good as what we're what we're attracting, okay? Because me personally, I'm going to have me a good bae. And I mean good bae. When I say good bae for me, that means somebody who's loyal, somebody who is kind, somebody who is patient, somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who is, did I say loving? Bless you. This dog be sneezing. But yeah, I'm going to show y'all Pluto. Pluto, come here. All right. Show the people that you all right still. I'm all right still. I'm over here visiting my old mama. And she's being nice to me. She walked me this morning. Or just now. All right. I'm kind of rough with him because he's a boy. Be rough with him. All right. Tell everybody bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, that's Pluto. Bro, you done. Yeah, so guys, girls, everybody, let's today's episode, short episode, but today I want you guys to if you want to change something about yourself that's not necessarily like, that you're not proud of or whatever, I want you to think about what that is and change it. Essentially, like don't allow, let's say you smoke, cigarettes. Let's say you drink every day. Let's say you overeat. I don't know what it is. And let's say you say, okay, I'm going to stop drinking, or I'm going to stop smoking. Don't, like, if you really want to do it, hey, you got a pack of cigarettes. It's got about 5 cigarettes still in there. Throw it away. You have a whole bottle of Kettle One vodka. I like vodka. That used to be my thing, vodka. Kettle One vodka, Belvedere vodka. And it's sitting there. And you like, well, I'm going to just finish that bottle. How about, don't gift it to anybody. Because if you don't want it, this poison, why give it to somebody else? Pour it down the sink. If you about that life. So, again, if you want to change something, change it now. Don't say, well, I'm going to wait after I finish this, I'm going to finish this ounce of, what, and after I finish that, then I ain't going to smoke them. I ain't going to call my plug anymore. Do it now. Do it now. Change now. So, again, we all can get us a good bait if we want. Whatever we want, it starts in our minds. Nobody else can control the outcomes in our lives but ourselves. We have a mind of our own, and if it's negative outcomes, it's because we're focusing on the negative. Okay. Those of you who are religious, pray. All this meditation I'm doing and all that, like people may say, okay, well, I pray to God, I meditate, I get in my prayer closet and all that good stuff. It can all be related the same. But get to a point where you can detach from, all of this, your mind flowing and going all these different spaces, and you need to get to a point where you can quiet your mind, you can quiet your brain, and you can think. Also, let's keep that elation, that feeling of being elated, extreme happiness. Let's take that feeling and let's keep that vibe for today. Like if somebody cuts you off in the car and you want to curse them out, don't do it. What's wrong, Pluto? And go back outside? In a minute. So don't curse them out. Get that thought of that when you feel like, oh, I'm elated. Put it right in your brain and I'm elated. And, don't sit up here and be, yeah. But what? It's over. You didn't get in the wreck. They cut you off. Now, if they did get in the wreck with you, I'd be a little upset. But again, if nobody was hurt, it's just the vehicles. Like, oh, man. Call the police. Get the insurance out. Get your car fixed. Okay. All right, guys. Today it ran a bit long today, but guys, let's make some changes in 2025. We're gonna get our good bays too, but we might have to make some changes first. Okay. All right, guys. It was great talking to you. Please keep hitting that like button. The subscribe button has been working. So yes, let's hit that subscribe button. Y'all haven't been commenting. Bless you. Y'all haven't been commenting yet, but I know that y'all are going to start commenting. Guys, start sharing your stories, feedback, and let everybody see how, You know, hey, how did you, you know, when you put that form of elation in your day, how did they help your day out? Da, da, da. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Again, thanks for kicking back with Keisha. Like, subscribe, share, comment. And I will see y'all again very, very soon. You already know what I'm about to do. And it's called Get This Sweaty off of me. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a great Wednesday.